Canada's election commissioners come out and declared that there is no evidence that foreign interference, AI manipulation, or voter intimidation affected the April 2025 federal election in any way. No evidence. There were over 16,000 complaints, 7 times more than in the last election, and investigations are still ongoing. How many investigations, you ask? 14,000 of the 16,000 are still unresolved. The commissioner even admits this is the case, yet somehow she's already concluded that the election interference did not in any way affect the outcome. So let's look at some of the interference we know occurred. Canada's own Election Threat Task Force, CITE, confirmed China ran an information operation on WeChat promoting Mark Carney's campaign. Zhou Te, a pro-democracy candidate and vocal critic of the Chinese Communist Party, had a significant bounty placed on his head by Hong Kong authorities. He was targeted with disinformation and intimidation across Chinese language platforms, and had to cancel his in-person campaigning because CSIS said there were credible threats on his life. We know for certain that China, India, and Russia have interfered in Canadian elections, as reported by the Hogue Commission, which found that several foreign states have not only interfered in our elections, but tried to destabilize the country. Meanwhile, in March of 2025, mid-election cycle, the Digital Forensics Research Lab, an extension of the Atlantic Council, sounded the alarm that AI-powered disinformation, including political deepfakes, were an existential threat and the single biggest risk to Canadian democracy right now. So let's be honest, this commissioner's report isn't incompetence, it's a cover-up, it's damage control. And it will effectively convince many Canadians that everything in Canada is fine, because over 85% of mainstream Canadian media is subsidized by the government, and 90% of news Canadians consume comes from a government-subsidized source. That means the very people who benefit from keeping the Liberals in power are the ones shaping the headlines you're reading. And this no interference narrative, well, it's everywhere. So don't be fooled. This is a coordinated PR campaign cooked up by the Liberal government using Commissioner Caroline Simard as the mouthpiece and their loyal propaganda machine in the press to push the narrative and bury the truth. We have thousands of Canadians raising red flags, ongoing investigations, confirmed foreign activity, and yet the commissioner says it's time to move on. Just trust the process, and above all else, do not ask any questions. So the real question is, with everything we know, how can anyone possibly claim that foreign interference, AI manipulation, or voter intimidation did not affect the recent Canadian federal election? And this is not to say foreign interference did sway the results. The truth is, we don't know because they won't tell us. In fact, they won't even process the complaints to find out. And no, this isn't some conspiracy. It isn't even a theory. It's very clearly a broken system trying to protect itself. If our democracy was truly healthy, the media would be demanding answers like me. Instead, they're running interference for, well, interference.